Daisy, and in this video I'm going to be trying to build a realistic small coastal beach house in Bloxburg. So let's get straight into building. Alright, we are in voiceover, what can I call this? Voiceover mode maybe? But yeah, right now you can see me building the walls of the house. So interesting. Wow.
Nope.
Anyways, for now I think I'm going to talk a little bit about the build for like a few seconds, and then we'll get into a little story that I have to tell you guys. So this build took me forever. It took me 6 hours. It was insane, and that is why my last video was keyboard ASMR while I was building like the garden slash playground part of my town. I'm still looking for name ideas for the town, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Sunlight Blossom, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So if you have any ideas that you would like me to call the town that I'm building, if you haven't seen that yet, I highly recommend it. I think the videos are so fun, other than the second videos. The second video wasn't the best, to be fair. But anyways, about the build, right now you can see me building the roof with structural small beams. That was so painful. Oh, it took forever, and it was so painful to do. But I think it still gave a pretty nice detail to the roof. So if you want to do that, small structural beams, it was a pain. It was not fun to do, but I think it looks great and a little bit more realistic, so yeah. Also, I tried to use as many decals as I could. Almost all of the decals are from Ellie Decals inventory on Roblox, and she has so many amazing decals. I do not think I could have done this build without her decals, so thank you so much to her. I don't know her. I don't know if she has any social media, unfortunately, but I do know that the decals are from her inventory, and they were so helpful. So you'll see them in like a minute or two when I'll show the decal wall, because it's kind of hard to do a voiceover because you can't really like see, and like I'm taking pauses that I know that I'm gonna cut out because this is not just me talking for straight like 15 minutes. I can't do that. I have to like think of what to talk about before I talk. That's just me, my socially awkward self right here. Yeah, through a mic I'm fine though. But yeah, I always think about what I'm going to say before I say it, unfortunately. And I wish I could just say something without thinking about it, but I can't. So yeah, this build, a lot of structural, a lot of basic shapes, and a lot of decals. I really tried. Also, you'll hear my opinion about decals in the tour. I'm not sure if I like those or not, but I'm going to say my opinion in the tour, so stay tuned for that, I guess. I also tried decal pillows, but that did not work. They were just too weird for a little perfectionist of me, so I did not do them. So now time for the little story. I have kind of two stories, I guess. First one is that I am changing keyboards so often now in my video building a house, but every room is a random budget. I mentioned that I got a new keyboard because my mom got a new computer and a keyboard came with it, and I loved the sound, but she didn't want the keyboard, so I took it. And then in my keyboard ASMR, I got another new keyboard that has like fake LED. The reason it's called fake LED lights or RGB, I think it's fake RGB. I'm not sure though, so sorry if I'm getting it wrong, but it's because the colors don't change. It's just lighting behind the keys. And at first, like I first looked at it and I was kind of just like putting a lot of things underneath the rug. Like for me, it was a mechanical keyboard and it had lights, like rainbow lights. So I just thought, oh, that's great, I'm gonna love it. It's so loud. It's not really fun to type on, and it doesn't look good. Like the lights don't change, they're just like, it's red, orange, green, light blue, dark blue, and purple. Like they don't change. They're not rainbow like I thought they would just like wave, you know, like the red would go where the orange is and the orange would go where the yellow is, even though there's no yellow. The yellow would go where the green is, the green would go where the blue, and the blue would go where the purple, and the purple would go where the red is. And it would just go on like that for the whole time, and I could like adjust the speed, but it doesn't do that. And the colors are kind of just like harsh. Like there is no transition whatsoever between the orange and the green. It's just two completely different colors. That's kind of annoying me a little bit, so I'm going to see if I can return this keyboard that I have right now, because the colors, also the way that the caps are like, you know, the font on the keycaps that I don't like, and just is so loud, so clicky. I researched a little bit about it, and I think that I would prefer red switches rather than blue switches. That might be really like computer tech nerdy, I don't know. But the red switches just sound differently. They're more quiet, and they're not as clicky. I thought I would like a really clicky, but apparently I like thocky more than clicky, so I'm not really sure. I found another one that I think I would like a lot more than this one for only $20 more, $10 more in theory, but there was a discount on the one that I just bought. So if it's really loud in the video, just ignore it. I'm hoping that I'll get a different one that I'll like a lot more, but we'll see. Update for that in the next video, I guess, or maybe the video after that, because I still don't know what the next video is going to be, but I'm going to film it tomorrow, so hopefully I find an idea for that soon enough. Also, if you can hear any background noise, please ignore it. I'm so sorry. I'm also playing with like a slimy thing. It's called putty, but it's underneath my desk, so you shouldn't be able to hear it because the mic is on top of my desk and really, really close to my mouth. Anyways, all that just to say that I might be getting another new keyboard, all in what, like 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, anyways, I don't usually switch between things that much. I've pretty much had the same mouse for my whole life, and the only times that I've changed it was because it didn't work and I got the exact same model again. So yeah, I'm not used to changing my stuff a lot. I don't actually like change. Like, I really don't like changing things because I'm kind of scared of getting something wrong and not liking it. So I just stick to the things that I know that I like. And that is what happened with this keyboard. I ordered it off of Amazon because I thought it was going to be great, but I didn't research it like at all. The videos just said, oh, it's a nice mechanical keyboard. So I just thought, oh, it's going to be a nice mechanical keyboard. So I just took it. And I realized that I don't really like it. So hopefully I can return it. I don't know if we still have the packaging though.
I ended up taking it from the recycling bin about 5 minutes before the truck came to pick it up so I can return it.
I really, really hope we do. Otherwise, I guess I'm just gonna have to buy it with my own money. I currently don't have a job. I am old enough to have a job, but I don't want to, you know? I'm old enough to have a job, but I'm also young enough to not have a job, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I am gonna be looking into it though, because if I want like a better computer and like a better keyboard, and eventually I would like to upgrade my mic from the HyperX Quadcast to a different HyperX Quadcast. It would be the same exact quality, but it would look different. So I would really, really like a white one with like rainbow RGBs instead of just the red lighting that I have right now. So yeah, hopefully, like, wish me luck and cross your fingers that we still have the packaging for the keyboard so I can still return it and only pay $20 more for a keyboard that I'm gonna like so much more, and that's not gonna be so annoying for you to hear in videos, because I really hope you can't hear it, but I do think you can hear it quite a lot because it's so loud. So again, I'm so sorry about that, but I'm just ranting at this point. So in my last video, well, not my last video, but like my last town video, episode 4, building a library and a small apartment. If you haven't seen that, it's in the iCards, go check that out. But I talked about the start of the story about my fish. If you want the full story on that, it took me like over 5 minutes to tell, so I can't say it all again because I'm gonna have no time to talk about anything else. But if you're interested, go check out that video. But yeah, I talked about the fact that we had gotten a fish, got him in a bigger aquarium, got another fish, got a third one, quarantined him. We ended up having snails in the quarantine aquarium. And then what happened after that? What is the rest of that story that I didn't have any time to tell? I put the snails in like a travel aquarium that we never used because it's meant to be the thing that you go to a pet store and bring fish back in that and then put them in an aquarium, but we were never going to use it, so I just put the snails in there. And then we eventually got a beta for that quarantine aquarium and got him some fish, some other tiny fish that he got along to because he was already with those tiny fish at the fish store. I'm tempted to call it a pet store, but it was only fish, so like water store. I'm gonna call it a fish store. It was kind of a pet store, but only for fish, so we'll call it a fish store. And we got a betta, put it in that aquarium with his buddies that he was already with. He ended up eating all the buddies. Anyways, but the betta was still there. Then one, like this smallest fish from our big tank, got sick. So we bought another quarantine aquarium and put him in there. He ended up passing away a couple weeks after. He was just not getting better, unfortunately. And then the like middle-sized fish, her name was Bubbles. She's like the in between the biggest. It was the biggest and the medium and the smallest. The smallest passed away. The medium started not doing too great, so we put her in the small like quarantine aquarium too, and she ended up passing away too, unfortunately. She was my favorite. Bubbles, I miss you, but she passed away. So Radial, the bigger fish, was now alone. We left him in the big aquarium, got another betta for the second quarantine aquarium because it was empty, and we didn't plan on getting any more fish anytime soon because he had just killed 2 fish and some other snails. So yeah, but then we realized that he looked really lonely in that massive aquarium, so we ended up getting a buddy that was bigger than him, so Radial wouldn't attack him. And the fish that we got, which I called Mustard, yeah. Don't judge, do not judge. Yeah, his name is Mustard. Anyways, we got him, and he was like at the pet store. He was with smaller fish, like he was one of the biggest, so we were pretty sure that he wasn't gonna attack fish smaller to him. So we put them together, and now Radial ended up passing away, probably because he was very old, and now we just have Mustard alone in the aquarium. And the bettas have since passed away because they don't live for very long. So we now only have one aquarium, and I've been blobbing for so long. I think it's now time for the tour. So I hope you enjoyed the rant. No, it wasn't time for the tour. Hey guys, it's the next day. And I do this every single video now that I do a voiceover. I can't seem to talk for long enough for some reason, and I always end up finishing it the next day. So that's what we're doing today. But to finish off the random talking about random stuff, I thought that I could talk about the very normal conversation me and my friend had in the comment section of one of my videos. It was so funny. She was with me while we did that. Like, she was sitting next to me, and we were just talking like that in the comments, and it was fun. If any of the comments that she sent me or I sent her feel kind of mean, it's normal, guys. She's my best friend. It's normal. I can be mean to her and she can be mean to me. It's completely normal. It's fine. We're best friends. That's just how best friends are. So on my keyboard ASMR video, she commented clickety clack. I respond, yep, but you misspelled it, bestie. It's clickety clack with a smiley face at the end. She replied, yeah, but it's not that important. It is. Nah, it's not. Yes, it is. Nah. And then I commented, no, people, I don't talk like that when you comment. I just reply like that to this person in particular because she's my best friend, so it's okay if I'm mean to her. And then when she said nah, I replied with yes. And then she tried to mock me through the comments. It's okay if I'm mean to her. And then I said, bad imitationers. That is a joke or something that I had said earlier that day when she was mocking me again. Because in French, to imitate someone is imiter. So that's kind of it. Don't try to understand it. You're gonna break your head and stuff. Yeah. Bad imitationers. Bro, what? You know what I mean, bad imitateurs. Bad what? Really? Badwa, man. She replied with WTH. You good? Nah, never. Wow. You're the same, so you can't talk back. When did I say I wasn't? Never. So yeah, that was it. And now you get to check out the house, because I'm done. Bye! It's time for the tour, so let's check out the house. Very first thing is this, I think it's called a carport. It's like where you would leave your car, and there's also a little bit of random storage. If you can hear my keyboard, I'm so sorry. I might change it soon, but yeah, it's louder than I expected when I bought it. This bench was in the inspiration picture. That's why there's just a random bench. I don't know what it's for, but it was in the image, so I did it anyways. You have to go up the stairs to get to the house because it's a beach house. That is so it doesn't get flooded. These are custom railings. This is a decal plant. I tried to use as many decals as possible, and I'm still not sure how we feel about them. I think when you take like a static picture of the house, they look great, but if you just move around a little bit, it looks kind of weird. But anyways, inside the house, first we have the entryway. We have a little bit of storage under the bench and some pillows as well as a plant, and these two pillars kind of dividing the entryway from the living room, which is this place right here. For this house, I tried to use as many beachy like beiges for the wood, as well as some light blue colors for the accent color, which there is quite a lot in this kitchen. It's very, very blue. But you can see how I used a lot of decals for like these custom jars, this backsplash, and the daisies in this pot, because yeah, they are decal daisies. But if you thought that I was gonna make a house with no daisy flowers in it, you were wrong. I'm always gonna put daisies in a house. Almost all of the decals that I used are from Ellie Decals inventory on Roblox. She has so many amazing decals, but enough talk about those little demonic disaster things when done wrong. I really struggled with the decals. Anyways, this is the bedroom, and yeah, this is it. I tried to make like some type of like laundry hamper or something like that, and this is what that is supposed to be, like the lid or whatever it's called on it, and then just some clothes just half in, half out of the laundry storage thingy there. I don't know what to call it. And there's a custom furniture piece. Also, I think this is like the area of the house that screams beachy. There's the palm tree and the blue tones and the beige woods and wicker textures and all of that, so I kind of like it. Also, this wall is custom. We're back to the landing, and this is the last door that we have, and it is the bathroom. This bathroom took me a solid 40 minutes, probably because of the curtains, which are custom made with semi-transparent cylinders, and these are structural rods, and they took forever to make because I could never ever get them right, so it was such a struggle, but I think the end result looks really nice. And this is the rest of the bathroom. I tried to make it as realistic as possible, but I'm not sure how I did on that, so feel free to leave your opinion in the comment section down below. But that marks the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like. Thank you so much for watching till the end. It means the world to me. You're a real one. Bye, petals!